Hi, I'm Steve Richardson, and welcome to my latest video. One of the ethics rules that all attorneys have to follow is the requirement of maintaining confidentiality of client information. We have to make sure that it doesn't purposely or inadvertently get revealed to third parties. But in the digital age, we need to make sure we're up to date and take all the appropriate steps to protect that data. So I wanted to talk to you today about three things you should be doing and doing right away, if you aren't already, to protect that client data and make sure it's maintained confidential. The first thing you should do, and I mean the first thing as soon as you finish watching this video, is to encrypt all of the hard drives on all of your computers. Now that may seem a bit of a big task, but it really isn't. Because whether you're using a Windows machine or an Apple Mac machine, you have encryption already built in. You don't have to buy anything. All you have to do is turn it on. So if you haven't encrypted the hard drives of your computers, go in Windows, it's called BitLocker. With Mac, it's called File Vault. It's already there. It's free. You just have to turn it on. So when you finish watching this video, make sure that all of your computers have that turned on to encrypt the hard drives. And here's an additional tip and something people don't really think about. If you're backing up that computer to an external hard drive, make sure that external hard drive is encrypted. Because what happens if your office gets broken into, they steal the computers, they steal the backup drives, that computer may be encrypted, but if the backup drive isn't, they can just restore from backup and all that confidential information gets out there. So turn those things on if you haven't already and encrypt the hard drives. The second thing you need to do is make sure you have what's called a 3-2-1 backup procedure because you don't want to inadvertently lose that data and not be able to get to it. You might make sure you have proper backups. Now, a 3-2-1 backup procedure is this: you need 3 copies of the data. That's the original and 2 backups. So, 3 copies, 2 of them backups, and 1 of them has to be off site. So, you have the original, you back up to an external hard drive attached to that computer that backs up on a regular basis. And then you also back up to the cloud, to an off-site location. There are a lot of vendors that provide this type of service. For example, there's Backblaze, Carbonite, and CrashPlan. You can look into those or others, but make sure, if you don't already, that you have a 3-2-1 backup procedure. And finally, the third thing is, if you don't have one already, you need a password manager. Good, strong passwords should be impossible to memorize. Okay, a series of numbers and letters and special characters that nobody could ever possibly guess or hack, but you're never going to remember them. So, the requirement really of having good, strong passwords is a password manager, something where you can store your username and password. You go to log in, and if you just pull that username and password from the vault, plug it in, fill in the fields there, and click log in. Most of my passwords, I have no idea what they are. They're in my password manager, and that comes through for me and makes sure that gets backed up. Now, there are a lot of different companies that make password management software. There's 1Password, there's NordPass, there's Keeper, and if you're a Mac person like me, the Apple hardware has a password app, a password vault built in for free called Keychain. It works through the browser, and it also now in the most recent version of the operating system, both for your computers and your portable devices, your phones and tablets, it has an app that stores all of this. So having that to use to keep track of all of them can make it easier for you to make good, strong passwords So it's far less likely that anyone's going to hack into your system. So those are 3 things that you can do right away to secure your data, to make sure you're doing what you should be doing to protect client confidentiality and confidential information. Now, sometimes stuff happens, things go wrong, and the data could get out there. But if you're doing everything you can to protect that data, you're less likely to get in trouble with the ethics committee. So I hope that gives you some good actionable information and that you like this video. If you do, please hit the like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm to get the channel content out there. If you're enjoying what I'm posting, please be sure to subscribe and to hit the bell icon for notification of new videos. I usually post one at least once a week. So that's it, and I'll see you in the next video.